In this particular module, Unit 4, we're going to learn more about some of the leaders in the quality revolution. Probably the best known of the three are Deming, Juran, and Crosby. And the foundations of quality excellence was built by these three individuals. As we see in this slide, Deming's philosophy was actually a chain reaction. If we improve quality, costs will decrease, we'll have less rework, productivity will improve, we'll be able to provide more jobs, be able to stay in business, and we'll be able to capture more of the market share. Deming came up with a system of profound knowledge, which has 4 parts. Appreciation for a system, understanding the process variation, theory of knowledge, and the psychology. Again, a lot of these go into detail in the videos that you'll see in a slide or two. One of the things that Deming was adamant about was the people. And when people don't understand systems, they see symptoms, not the root cause. They don't see how changes in one system see another. They see events individually, not as an impact to a whole. So you needed to take a more holistic or a systems thinking approach. And that was important. And you needed to train your people to be able to do that. It says when people don't understand variation, they don't recognize trends. They don't know when expectations are realistic. They can't predict future performance. And Deming demonstrated this in a lot of his seminars when he did the red bead experiment. And I think in one of the videos you'll see him actually conduct the red bead experiment, which is pretty interesting. When people don't understand psychology, then they don't understand motivation. They're unable to find positive ways to motivate people, carrot or sticks. And basically, he's talking about managers here. They don't understand change resistance or how to do change planning. And they create demotivation, burnout, and turnover. So from a Deming's perspective, when it comes to management, you really needed to understand psychology. And basically what he was talking about was more about leadership. How do you lead people? How do you lead people to do the best job they can? And now we have the theory of knowledge. If they don't understand it, they don't know how to accomplish learning and improvement. They don't see the difference between improvement and change. Problems will remain unsolved despite the effort. It all comes down to problem solving. Have they been educated on how to solve problems? Here are the 3 videos that I talked about, Deming Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. I think they're about 10 minutes of each. They're very interesting. Take some time now and look and watch them if you would, and then resume the lesson after that. Thank you. In this particular slide, we're getting to the Joseph Juran philosophies. Chose approaches that are designed to fit within the current organization. And the reason he did that is because there was less risk that the organization will reject them. So some of his beliefs were a little bit different than Deming. He studied the culture of the organization and tried to implement changes that the organization would accept. And he did it at the organizational and the department level, not necessarily the employee level. So the mission of the firm is to achieve high quality, and the mission of each department is to achieve high quality. So in Juran's world, when it comes to quality management, it was basically 3 things: quality planning, quality control, quality improvement. Notice the 4th, quality assurance, was not included in Juran's quality trilogy. But this was his plan, do, checked, act. This was his process. When it comes to Crosby, it says quality means conformance to requirements, not elegance. There is no such thing as a quality problem. It's always cheaper to do it at the right time. The only performance measurement is the cost of quality, and the only performance standard is 0 defects. And I asked the question, what if Apple believed that quality does not mean elegance? We looked at Apple's products over the last several years. You can probably consider them elegant when it comes to the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod. Very elegant. So how does that mean when it comes to quality? So Crosby's elements of improvement basically were three things: determination, education, implementation. Determine what you need to do, educate and train people how to do it, and then implement. On this slide, I've included other quality gurus, not quality gurus, but basically IT quality gurus. Barry Boehm, very instrumental on the spiral development methodology, the Kokomo estimating model, as well as other things. Capers Jones has done a lot of work, especially when it comes to function point estimating, different IT metrics and the cost of quality. Fred Brooks was a noted author. Basically talked about the mythical man month. I think he coined that phrase about the whole idea that if it takes one person 9 months, if it takes one person 9 months to perform a task, then it should take 9 people only 1 month to get it done. And how that was not necessarily true, especially in the IT world. Grady Bush, known for his work in the software area, as well as one of the founders of the UML modeling language and the unified process. Tom DeMarco, a noted author, especially in the management world, as well as other IT arenas. Are there other IT quality gurus that you may think of that you could add to this list? I'm sure there's others out there. So here we come to, we're going to kind of compare the three different folks. In terms of the Baldrige Award, Deming didn't support it. He didn't like competition. And you had to compete for the award. Companies competed for the award. He thought that went against what he taught. Whereas Juran and Crosby supported Baldrige. Juran and Crosby strived to fit in with the existing culture in their teachings, where Deming tried to change culture. And then lastly, the zero defect focus. Deming and Juran focused on the system beyond individual worker control, where Crosby suggested that even a line worker could produce perfection. So this is the end of the module. So what did we learn? We learned a little bit about three major people: Deming, Juran, and Crosby, their contributions, how they were alike and how they were different in terms of their philosophies.